Hello, Dean Burnett here again. Just doing another video to promote my book, The Happy Brain, out soon. It's all nice and blue and stuff. One person who has been made happy about it is my own mother. I gave her copy yesterday as she came down for a visit, and she actually brought a lot of old stuff from my old school days. She's had a bit of a clear out. And amongst things like, old certificates and my Star Trek fan fiction, because obviously, she actually found this. My old GCSE revision timetable. It's a very strange document. I have absolutely no memory of it whatsoever. And that's actually not unusual, because the things, when your exams are over, the things associated with them, you tend to completely forget. Your brain sort of flushes them away. It's a known phenomenon, and it's called this. Named for the Russian psychologist who uncovered it in the first place. I've only ever seen it written down, so I'll spare her and me the embarrassment of trying to pronounce it correctly. She first sort of uncovered the phenomenon while observing waiting staff in restaurants who could remember very complex and detailed and large orders for huge groups of people up until the point when the order was complete, at which point they couldn't remember them at all anymore. So if something's still ongoing or as a task's not been completed, the brain retains the information, but once it's gone, it doesn't so much. It's a very alarming document. There's lots of really weird things in it. Like example, so what was it? Thursday 11th, history 9 a.m. Friday the 12th, business studies 12 p.m. Saturday the 13th, wander around in a daze for several hours. Why did I schedule a mental collapse? That's not normal behaviour. Also, list of requirements, necessities. 200 paracetamols, spare pencils, shotgun. I didn't go to that rough a school. I don't know why I wanted a shotgun. I've never even touched a gun. Why specifically a shotgun? I have no idea how that works. Presumably, that was just me joking. But it's not a joke document. No one else will ever see it. It's a serious thing. Why did I put those things in there? It's just really odd. The thing is, I was a teenager, and it's not easy being a teenager. Like, they get a lot of grief, a lot of stereotyping, but what people don't realise is that when you hit adolescence, is that your brain is suddenly undergoing a massive upheaval. It's maturing really fast and really, in really complex ways, but it doesn't mature evenly. The parts of your brain which process reward and sensation seeking and sort of novelty, these mature faster than the more complex frontal parts of your brain which control behaviour and regulate it. And as a result, teenagers can be a bit more prone to taking risks and rebellious behaviour. Because a lot more is asked of them all of a sudden, and they suddenly have a lot more responsibilities, but no autonomy, and they crave autonomy. Well, we do when we are teenagers. And it's not really easy for them, so when you have all these pressures put on you, academic ones, and you're told to get a job and wise up and smarten up and be responsible when that's the last thing you want to do, you tend to take a lot more pride or focus a lot more on the small things you can control, like your heavy metal music or your casual relationships or recreational drug use, or if you are some sort of straight-laced geeky teenager, you try and make jokes in official-looking documents. That's the sort of thing which gives you a sense of autonomy, and it makes you happy. Or at least that's a theory as to why it did for me. Stuff like this and more can be found in my book, The Happy Brain. That's all in there, so hopefully if that piques your interest, you can take a look at that. And one other thing my mother found was a passport photo of me when I was 17. I present it to you now. So if you're wondering what the ravages of time look like, now you know. You're welcome.